Hey, this is Peter Graphics, and we're talking about product groups today. Now, many of you already know about product groups as they've been in PhotoCentral for several years now, but we've now finally brought them down to the level of Photogize Kiosk, and I wanted to just show you how to configure product groups so that you can use them on both Photogize Kiosk and PhotoCentral. So let's first take a look at our standard account with no product groups. So I'm going to go to PhotoCentral and say Shop, select photos from my gallery. I'm going to be making prints here of this album, and as you can see, I have a ton of print products, and so when I lay them out against the photos, well, I can only show 4 photos per page, and there's just a lot of busy work here, and maybe it's too confusing for a lot of customers. And you know, the same thing with the kiosk. If I just load up the kiosk to make a print, like with PhotoCentral with the same account, you'll see that I have the same thing. I have 4 pages of products, and it's kind of complicated. So what we want to do is create something called product groups, which allows us to kind of really orient or organize products in logical ways and present them in a more logical way to your customers. So this is the account we're talking about here, and I'm going to click on Account Properties and the Product Groups tab. Now, there's a couple ways of doing it. One is with word matching, which you can look up in the manual, the Photogize Lab manual, or what we're going to use is product selection, which gives you more granular product group control. So let's add some product groups. First one I'm going to add is something I'm calling Express Prints. Now, I'm doing this because I want to offer a really simple way to just get your basic 4x, 5x, and 8x10s, right? And I'm going to make that my default group, meaning that when you first launch PhotoCentral or Kiosk, you're going to get this group. And then I'm going to add some groups like Glossy. And for Glossy, I'm obviously going to select Glossy Products. I'm going to add Matte, do the same thing. I'm going to add a poster group, because I know at the bottom here I have a poster. I'm going to add a package group, because I know I have some packages here that I made with Raster Plus and Package Plus. I'm lastly going to add a panorama group that just has these 3 panoramas at the bottom. Okay, once I click OK, those attributes are going to be published. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to close my Safari, and I'm going to relaunch Safari because I want the product, the business rules and so forth to be reloaded. I'm once again going to say let's make some prints with my gallery photos, and I pick this album, and now you can see that the default group is Express Prints, and it only has little 3 products here, which is kind of neat, and it cleanly fits on one page. I can change to say Glossy, and I get a different kind of selection. So that's product groups in PhotoCentral. Let's launch the kiosk to see how the product groups look there. Okay, now let's just click through to quickly place a print order. So now instead of that 4 pages of products, I now have these product group selectors here, and of course it defaults to Express Prints, so it's really easy. And I can scroll through, and if there are more products, then there are slots. In this case, this is an SD kiosk, so there are 2 pages of Glossy, but like Matte, just 1 page, and Poster of 1 page, obviously. So there you go. It's much cleaner, a much cleaner interface when you use product groups.